Hey guys, so one of the most underutilized features I find a lot of HubSpot users use is the personal meeting links page. When I implemented this for a SaaS company, we observed that the lead to MQL ratio showed a healthy growth. That is because we made it easy for the prospects to talk to us by using the meeting links on our website, even in our sales emails, and also newsletters. In this video, we'll dive into the process of how to create your own HubSpot meeting link. So, to start off with, all you need to do is go to library, click on meeting scheduler, and here is where you will create your own scheduling page. Click and create scheduling page, one-on-one meeting. The internal name is the name which you would be giving for your HubSpot records. So for here, I'll just put in as meeting. Organizer would obviously be me. Event title is something which your prospect or someone who's booking a call with you would also be getting when he's booking the call. So over here, I'll just put in. And I'll just give it a more of a personal touch by putting in the first name over here. For location, mostly you would be having virtual meetings. So over here, you could select between Google Meet or Zoom. So I have my Google Meet account synced over here. So I'll just click over here. And so every time a prospect or someone books a meeting with me, a meeting link would directly be created for the prospect. In the description part, I'll just put in a short message which the person who's booking a meeting with me would be able to read. So even over here, I'll just personalize it a bit. That is it. I move next. So over here, you can personalize how your meeting link would look like. So over here, by default, HubSpot has put in Onkar's meeting. You could put in anything of your choice. And this is where most of the magic happens. Obviously, the scheduling title is something which which has been set by default. You can set the duration over here for 15 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour. You could also add a custom duration. The availability window, as per your availability, you could set those as well. Over here, by default, it's showing Monday to Friday. I can even add every day, weekdays, or just the weekend. So if I want to have separate timings on the weekends, I can do that by just clicking over here and Saturday, Sunday, and choosing different times over here. Over here, if I click on additional settings, there are some very important features over here. The most important ones to keep track over here is the minimum amount of time a meeting can be booked. So many a times it happens that you are working on something and suddenly a call gets booked in like say 10 minutes or 5 minutes, and you now have to prepare for that call. So to avoid that, you could set a minimum notice time. Say if I set it for 1 hour, the prospect would only be able to book my calendar 1 hour prior to the time he wants. So if he wants to have a meeting at 12, he needs to book it before 11 a.m. For him to be able to book it, and also for you to be better prepared for that meeting. Buffer time, if for example there are 2 or more meetings which are getting booked, you could add in a buffer time between meetings, so that if one of your meeting gets stretched a bit, you have the buffer time as well. So I'll just keep this 15 minutes for now. And the booking page language and the date and time format is something which is completely alright. Over here, if you click on forms, these are the details which would be required: the first name, last name, and email. All of these are mandatory by default. You cannot change these. You can add things if you want. Say for example, if I want to get the phone number, I could just get it added over here. If I want to add a custom question, which I normally do when I create these meeting links, the most frequent one which I use is there anything I need to know before the call? And if I click on save, so this is something which is something which it will now ask. I can make it mandatory as well as non-mandatory over here. So I'll just keep it non-mandatory for now. The CAPTCHA should be enabled so that you do not have bots or spammers trying to fill in this form. Allow guests. So if your prospect wants to add people other than him also to the call, this is how you can provide him with the capability of adding up. So if you see, up to 10 guests can be added for this particular meeting. And data privacy and consent as per the geography you stay in, you could just enable or disable it over. All of these, the other ones, the options would stay as they are. And now if you go to confirmation, this is where you can select the page a prospect or someone who's booked a meeting gets redirected to whenever they successfully book a meeting. So by default, it will display a default confirmation page. If you have like say a landing page or an offerings page over here, you could do that as well. So if you see, it will just populate all of the pages which are there on your website, and you could do that. I'll just keep it thank you for now. And post all of this is done, if you click on next, it gives you the option of sending a confirmation email to the prospect or to the person who's booked your call. You can send a test email and just check it out as well. A pre-meeting reminder. So this is a good feature if you enable this and configure it as per your convenience. So if I say 30 minutes, a scheduled reminder email would be sent to the meeting attendee 30 minutes before the call, saying that hey, we have a meeting in 30 minutes. And if you want, you could even customize. So this is the email content which is sent to the attendees before the call, and you could also customize this as per your convenience. And once you've set all of this and you create scheduling page, so over here if you see, this is the meeting link which we created, and now it's extremely simple. All you have to do is click on copy link and use this link wherever you want it, and that is how you create a scheduling link and increase your say prospect to lead ratio, lead to MQL ratio,